of the advanced features and order entry for Lightspeed Trader platform. We have a couple more people joining us here. Just once again, just a quick sound check. If everyone could just type yes if they could hear me okay. Okay, thank you, Jake. Thanks, Jeff. Okay, looks like sound is coming through. Just feel free to type in if you need me to repeat anything or if my sound starts to drop. But looks like we can get going here. Before we get started, just bringing you quickly to the Lightspeed Trading website. For anyone who's new to Lightspeed, you can request a demo for the software here, and you could see some of the various features and functions and resources that we do have for Lightspeed Trader. We do try to put a lot of updated material on the website, try to offer you some additional information to make you more efficient with the software. But I just have to read some of my disclosures here before we get going. Please keep this in mind. This presentation is for informational purposes only. This is not to be construed as any advice to buy, sell, or hold any type of investment advice, recommendations, guidance. This is strictly for education. You can view all the disclosures on our website as well. There are many different risks involved with day trading, so you should definitely be aware of the various disclosures in regards to day trading and margin and electronic trading. So all that information is located on our website, and definitely you should review that just to make sure that the day trading is intended for you and your situation and objectives. Now that we got that out of the way, let me just introduce myself. Sorry, my name is Rob Livson. I'm the Senior Sales Associate with Lightspeed Trading. I'd be one of the representatives walking you through setting up the account and helping you get going. So we just wanted to take some time today to show you the platform here and some of the advanced features. Sorry if I pause a little bit here. I'm on a computer from home today, so I'm just might be a little slow in some circumstances. So if I pause a little, I do apologize, but hopefully we'll be able to give you some good information here. Okay, thanks for bearing with me here. Okay, I now have my Lightspeed Trader platform. Can everyone see the system here? Okay, great. Okay, so what we really wanted to show, this is a little bit more advanced. I'm not going to go through every feature and function. We really want to show some of the advanced ways to do order entry, some of the alternatives you could use to increase your efficiency, and show you some of the custom orders involved and hotkeys and hot buttons, along with some option order entry as well. If people have questions, feel free to type them out. If it relates to exactly what I'm going with, I'll try to answer it in the context of my presentation. If not, I will try to get to it by the end of the webinar here. And you can always email me at any time with a list of questions or give a call to schedule a one-on-one, and we'd be happy to help you with walking through some of the advanced orders. Okay, so you can see this is just the standard equities layout. You can see I have an orders window, a positions window, a watch list, my messages window, a level 2, a chart, and my order entry. The simple order entry, you can click on any symbol. You can see it populates along with your level 2 and your chart window, and you can easily designate your order from your order entry form. 100 shares of Apple. You could change your price. You hit your buy button, and you could see if the order goes in or gets rejected right away. Red means rejected. This had destination unavailable. So your messages window will display any status update on your order. You can see my first one got rejected. I did not use the after hours destination. So that is a red. Red is a canceled order. My second order went in. I changed it to the ARCA market destination, and you can see that went in and purchased 100 out of 100. On the quantity field here, you could see opening 100 shares, and we could also see on my positions window 100 shares now is my position live. If I wanted to sell it, I can easily just go back here, sell. You can see that order is pending. So it's in white. White would mean it's an open order. You can easily right-click on an order to cancel or modify. So if I want to modify it, I can lower that price down a little bit, 5 cents, hit modify. I get a confirmation. And even before I modified the order, that did execute. Sorry about that, everyone. I do apologize. Okay, so order entry, you see the basics here, and then you can see I have some hot buttons. A hot button will allow you to program the various orders based on the parameters of your specific key. So you can see here I can change my symbol, and I can change my share price. So see, 500 shares has a limit. If I hit my buy market, you can see 100 shares goes in to buy at the market. Now that's set up for that destination, but you can see that's where you would configure. So it would bypass your order entry form and go into your hot buttons parameters. So we're going to jump right into the custom orders, and then we'll set up the custom orders based on hotkeys and hot buttons. So we would right-click and go to the menu. You can access it from the gear on any window here or on your main index bar through the configuration menu. You would select custom orders. You can name it here. So we could do buy 200 plus 05. Create new order. That brings you to my configuration screen. So you can see I am going to do a buy. I'm going to choose my destination, and you have a through amount. So I'm buying at the bid plus 5 cents. My quantity is going to be 200 shares. Now there's a with position and without position. One is an opening order, one would be a closing order. You can also mark these keys to pop up, or they could go in live. So this one I'm going to pop up just so we can see exactly what's happening, and I'm going to map it so you can see my custom order. Now I'm going to send it to Shift 2, so I'm mapping that there, and then I'm also going to add it as a button. So I right-click on my hot buttons window, add orders, and you can see it's there as well. I click add. I'm going to pop it up. Okay. So if I click on my buy 200, so even though this is QQQ LSPT 500, I click on my buy 200. You can see my pop-up here, bid 200, and it's going to be 5 cents above the bid. See, the bid is 110.28. You can see I have here 110.33 going to ARCA. So regardless of what this order entry says, my hot button does go according to the parameters that I just designated. And I could hit enter. You could see that order goes in, and that purchase, it's now in my symbols there. So it's a very fast way to have predefined orders based on bid, through amounts, or share sizes, and you're able to set up these in many different fashions. I could also do my hot button, which I did Shift 2, and that also popped up. So you can see, my mouse would be here. It's nowhere near the order entry buttons, but I do my hotkey on my keyboard, Shift 2, and that would enter in as well. So I'll go to it again here. I'm going to go to my, sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Okay. So I created a, sorry about this, folks, having some problems today. So I created my sell button. I'm going to add it to my hot button. I click on the buttons here. I'm going to add it, and I'm not going to pop up this one. This is going to be a straight order. So you can see sell 500, and if I put in a symbol I want to go in, we'll try GE here. So sell 500, the ask 5 cents. You can see that did not ask for a confirm. It bypassed the order entry, and I just, well, maybe I set that up wrong. I went in as a, should be a sell. So yep, I did. So you have to always double check your settings. That's why that pop-up is very good to use, at least at first, to test every order. But I am doing a sell. So now try it again. Sold it 500. Okay, so once again, I hit sell. You can see that went in there as a sell based on the parameters there. Go back to custom orders. There's a lot of different custom orders you can do. You can designate different stop orders or other types of custom orders. You can see there's the bid or offer. You can do different quantities or based off of tier amounts, based off of market order, or you can route it or not route it. So all that's possible. Additionally, you can do you can do your hotkeys off of predefined orders. There's a lot of predefined advanced orders that you can utilize on Lightspeed Trader. So if you click, this is my custom commands, the ones that I created, but if you click on the various categories, you can see all the different ones here. So ARCA sell tier, I could add that. I could go to closeout, ARCA sell closeout. Increase or decrease orders, closeout orders, all that is possible as hot buttons. Tier size is based on a specific tier. So if you see in my level 2 window, there is a tier here. This is NY1. That's defaulted here. My tier size as 100 shares. So you can set different tier sizes and go off of a tier size instead of just a set amount. So let's just show the example of the tier size here. Here's a sell tier. So right now my tier is 100 shares. So I hit my sell tier. You can see it sold 100 shares. Now if I change my tier, if I type in 300 in there, now my tier size is 300. I hit my sell tier, it's going to go in as a cell of 300 shares. So that can all be dependent upon the tier sizes that you enter, instead of just setting, like here, this is a defaulted sell 500 shares, and then this one would be based on my tier size, which you can control here on your level 2 or in other ways as well with hotkeys or hot buttons. Yep, there is a join bid or offer. So if we go back to Vladimir 6B, that's a future symbol, which is no longer available on Lightspeed Trader, but that's what that refers to. It's a future symbol. So Dominique asks, how to get the hot button from the custom order? So you have your custom order, and that's when you would take it and you would add it. So anything that you have a custom command, you would add it there. But if you want to use a predefined one, that's when you can utilize the predefined orders. So there's a whole list, which, you know, you could start off slow, and then you can see how you'd want to use here. We have a stop offer closeout, so let's add that one as well. I'm going to hit OK. So this one right now would be populates the order entry form, but if I was to edit it, I can go here, my stop, and I do order pop-up, OK, and you see that pops it up as a stop order, and you could easily change your price with your keys. You could change your market, or you could change your share size, all with the keys here. So you could pop up orders and then change them as well. You will get price improvement on certain orders, so you will see increments less than the 2 decimal places, but you wouldn't be able to place that order yourself at that price. You're just, sometimes the exchanges or market makers are going to give you slightly better fill, which they are allowed to do. They're not touching their reserve or shown order. They can fill you with a better price. So that's just that, getting a slightly price improved fill without actually lifting the bid or hitting the offer. But I would have to enter it in the 200 shares. So I mean, I really like to do a combination. I like to have the hot buttons to have certain orders. It's very nice to be able to quickly enter an order to buy, and you can see with the hot buttons that you have pop-ups, you can easily put in changes to this order. But then you have your hotkey, which will execute right away. So yeah, I mean, basically to map the hot buttons to the keyboard hotkeys, any of these buttons that you create, you can map to your keyboard. So I have my custom orders. You can see I mapped 1 and 2. You have any of the predefined orders you can map as your NYSE bid closeout. I would just select where I want to map it. So anything here that's defined or you create, you can map as a hotkey. So it's either a hotkey or a hot button, and either one of those could execute or turn into a pop-up order entry or turn into a population of your order entry form. So you can really, it's what works for you, what makes you more efficient, how are you going to be the fastest and the most effective way to enter orders. So we see here, shift 4, NYSE bid closeout, okay? I hit shift 4. That was that went to a bid price is what that did. So you can see here, I shift 4, you can see my price went to the bid. So you can see right again, here's my mouse, 2742, shift 4, that changes it to a key. Time enforcement, that just means, is it going to be good for the entire day? Do you want that order to be good for an hour? Do you want it to be good for 4 hours? So it's time enforced, how long you want that order to be active for. There are predefined orders. You would have to map them to your as hotkeys, but all of these are predefined. They come standard with any of these closeout orders, tier size orders are all built in to Lightspeed Trader. You would then decide you want ARCA by tier to be your shift 0 key. You would just leave it at the full amount, Dominique. If you wanted the time enforced to be the full day, you would just leave it at that full 8 hours. Once, it would be good for that full market session. So shift 0, that bought 300 shares. Or put in the order for it. Then you could also see on the position some other quick ways to go. You have a closeout GE. You can close out different percentages. If I wanted to close out 25%, that is possible. If I have more than one position, you can right-click on both, close out all, and you could close out everything all in one shot. Yep, closeout menu, you just right-click on the positions. So that will give you a closeout for that specific position, or for closeout all, or for closeout selected. Now this is a demo, so it's not going to take that market order after hours, but those functions are available on the live platform. You can always have the trade desk roll back or change your settings back to your defaults, the standard settings if you want to start over. And you could always save your layouts and have different layouts loaded. So it is possible to either have them roll you back to yesterday or even to the standard default setting. You just would have to email service@lightspeed.com. So there's also some order entry defaults you can set here. When you click on a hot button, you can set different types of markets. You can change any of your quantities or automatic defaults here. So there's a lot of different defaults you can change when you log in. And then there's the order pop-up. When you do have an order entry pop-up, you could change how, when I was changing my price or my share size, you can change how that's set up as well. So your shares can go up. Your up and down arrow would control either your price or your ECN. So you can change the settings on how you want your increments to go in as well, which would be, that's how this would affect. Your increments are based off of the order entry pop-ups. Ernest asked a question, what is the difference between a stop order and a stop limit? A stop order is a stop market. Once your stop price is hit, then your order turns into a market order. So once your trigger price, your stop price is reached, that will trigger as a market order. A stop limit will require two sets of prices. Your trigger price and then the price you want to sell it, your limit. So you have to be aware that if a fast-moving market goes through, you may not get filled on a stop limit order because you're specifying how low you're willing to sell the order. So, if you do have more questions on that, Ernest, we can definitely go over that. We'll probably discuss that in tomorrow's webinar as well. Yes. Let's see here. Okay, I also want to go over some of the various option settings as well. You can do some option order entry. So I'm going to change my layout here. There's a lot of different settings and layouts you can do. And I'm going to go here. You can see now I have a option chain. I have my option time of sales and my option order entry. Looks like I just want one more here, my option level 2. So if I click on any contract in my option chain, it will populate in my, that's not the great font there. Okay, so sorry, this color's a little off, but I don't want to waste time configuring that. So you can see this is the option level 2, and I could put an order entry form on here as well. Okay, so that looks a little better. So same thing, you could have your standard buy or sell here. So buy one limit. Or you can do advanced orders here. So there's different commands you can set up here as well. So you could send to order ticket or send to market. You have your buy, market, your limit, your position size. So we could say 3 contracts. And your bid plus 5. Send to order ticket or send to market. So we're going to say bid plus 5, add, OK. And just like that, we have my bid plus 5 and my hot buttons. I could add it, hit OK. They're there. I don't know why my buttons, my colors all of a sudden changed here. Okay, so you can see bid plus 5. So you can set up these same type of option orders as well. It's like my computer is freezing again. Kenneth, if you're new, we are going to be doing an intro to the standard questions tomorrow, everyone. So just so aware that we'll do another webinar tomorrow, and I will definitely be a little bit better prepared here. I'll be on my computer at work, not at home. The CB in the upper corner, that refers to the circuit breaker, that if a stock is down a certain percentage, it would show up here, and that means it's not able to be shorted, or at least not shorted on a downtick. But only the uptick rule would apply. So it's called a circuit breaker. And you can see also there's the margin requirement and the easy to borrow indicator is on there. If you're looking for shorts, you can check here on the indicator. If it's a green E, then it's easy to borrow. If not, you can email shorts@lightspeed.com to request additional shares to short. Okay, so once again, we have our hot buttons. You can add any orders or functions or cancels. So add my order. We have my tier size. And then there's a difference. You see here how there's a bid tier, and a buy tier. So let's just show you the difference there. So we have a buy tier. That's going to buy it immediately at that tier. The bid is going to queue up an order. So a bid means you're going to buy at the bid, but the buy order is going to execute the order. The Lightspeed route has the lowest liquidity fee. If you are doing market orders, or you're taking liquidity, you'd want to use Lightspeed if you want the lowest fee. And if you're looking to get a rebate, you would use ARCA, Edge, or NASDAQ, or NYSE. The LSPT route does not give rebates. It's only for, it only has a charged fee, so it is removing liquidity only. You don't get credit for adding, so that's a big difference. If you're using LSPT and you think you're adding liquidity for a rebate, it's not set up for that. The GTC orders that you've already had entered will save, and then there are some settings that do ask you if you want to save some GTC orders. But it will ask you if you have pending orders. It'll tell you if you want to have them saved or not. And then also we do have these smart orders, which will allow you to be very aggressive and send orders to multiple exchanges. So you can add different exchanges here as you see fit, how much you want to be aggressive and how many shares you would want. And you pick your remainder. So I'm buying at the offer, and it's going to go to 4 different exchanges all at once. It's going to go up to my through amount. So I could say it's going to go 5 cents past there. And hit yes. Okay. And then you would access it here. I have my smart order. Super smart, sorry. So that will go in as we just designated. It'll go to different destinations all at once. It's designed to not get overfilled. That's the purpose of that order. It's designated to be a aggressive order, but not getting overfilled. As soon as you get filled up to the point of your share size, it cancels all the other orders, and it happens that fast. And of course, you can always view this information on the manual, the help manual. It's a very comprehensive guide for all these order types and definitions and settings. So I definitely suggest, opening up the guide, going through it, and searching for some keywords and just learning topic by topic. The hotkeys do get a little confusing, but you can always utilize a test symbol, the NASDAQ test stock, so this way you're not trading live. So if I did a buy order here, I can enter it in there, and this stock, it's not real. It's a NASDAQ test stock. So I'm not going to feel bad if I lose money, if I make a purchase. See, so that executed there. And then you could practice your hotkeys and hot buttons set up with that. And it's also good for learning your stop orders with the test order as well. The message, it will execute you using the test symbol. So that is a live execution, but it's a test symbol. It's not going to be real money. But you will see the order execute, you will see the messages, and you'll even see that order show up on your positions window. Vladimir, I would have to look into that a little further. If you wouldn't mind sending me an email, I could look into that and get you a better answer. He's looking at the shaving and dark pools. I would have to research that a little further. And anyone, if you would like, you can email me at sales@lightspeed.com or rlifson@lightspeed.com. Dominique, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at that a little further as well. So I just wanted, we just wanted to give everyone some alternatives to entering their orders. I hope you were able to just take away how to set up some hot buttons, hotkeys, and some advanced orders, the pop-up orders as well. And, you could really practice and get very fast and efficient. A lot of people utilize their keyboard to send multiple orders. They use their mouse in many different fashions. So that's, Lightspeed is known for its very fast execution and based on the customization of these different orders. So that's going to wrap up mostly what we have here for you today. while I have some people here, we also have the refer a friend promotion. Just wanted to throw this in at the end here, a little sales pitch. It is my nature. So we have refer a friend, refer a new account and get a lower commission. We will combine your volume with any referred accounts to combine your volume as a group and give you a group rate based on your total volume. So if you reach our next commission tier between you and your two friends, we would give you that next rate. So it's a very, very good way to be able to get some commissions reduced. We're rolling this out to everyone here. We're trying to get people to bring in some accounts, and it's really great way to, you don't have to do anything else but bring in some new accounts. There's no minimum amount of trading. There's no time period needed for this. You bring in some accounts that fund and start trading, and everyone could benefit from lowering the commissions. So anyone who has questions on this promotion, you could go to the Lightspeed Refer a Friend tab here, or just send an email into sales@lightspeed.com and see if you could get this promotion set up for you and anyone you know who's looking to open an account or switch from another firm. We do offer other platforms, Stephen, to allow that type of functionality. Lightspeed Trader doesn't do the allocation, but I would have an alternative if that's something you're looking for. Feel free to email me if you'd like, and we can discuss the alternatives. It's rlifson@lightspeed.com. Or you could just send it to sales@lightspeed.com, SALES@lightspeed.com. VWAP is coming soon. We don't have that available right now, Jake, but it is something that the programmers are working on to add. So that is something we know people are looking for, and we hope to have that added in the next version or so. Okay, that's basically going to wrap it up here. Anyone who has questions certainly can email us or call us. We'd be happy to spend some time going over the hotkeys, hot buttons, order entry pop-ups, any advanced orders, and anything that I discussed here. So feel free to contact me at any time. And if not, you could always attend tomorrow's session as well if you have some other questions about other areas of the software or the brokerage firm and how we can work for you. I thank everyone for attending, and I'm appreciative of you sticking through some of the difficulties I had with my software, but it looks like everything got corrected, and I hope you guys took something out of here. So thank you very much, and just feel free to give me a call with any questions. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone.